Hey everyone, it's Dawn here, and it's a lazy day today. It's super cold outside. It's 50 degrees Fahrenheit. It's freezing! Anyways, I think I am bored and I want to try something, and Roger had put out a video about thermal mat issues with the Master Pros, and possibly the EX30s. And so I figured, oh, I got two Masters here, so I should check them. Now, I'm trying to think how I want to do this. I think I want to flip them around. I'll make it so that you can see everything, but let me get this sorted out first. You're going to see me move my Master around. I think I want, how do I want to do this? I think I want his head facing the camera. Can you stay there for a sec, baby? No, stay there. All right, I'll move this stand back here. And then you guys should be able to see this, right? Is this a good spot? Yeah. All right. So put him on the stand. Is he stable? He's stable enough on the stand. All right. There. How's that? And then when I get him opened up, then I will. Oh, it's Bubba-Z's. You see Bubba-Z's? This is Bubba-Z's. Say hi, Bubba-Z's. Oh, he doesn't look that great on camera. He is about 12, 13 years old. He's my baby. I used to work, used to run emergency clinic. I'm a registered, certified veterinary technician, and rescue animals all the time, and he's one of them. So first we'll take off the top. Oh, by the way, I don't know how to do this. All I did was watch Roger's video. He has it on his YouTube channel, obviously. And so, why are you so rockety? So definitely check that out if you want to see how to actually do it. I am going to attempt at it, and I might fry my wheel. Oh, I know what I wanted to do. I wanted to make sure my wheel wasn't dead first. All right, let's turn them on. Yep. Okay. I just like to check to make sure that they are good first, because then after I take everything apart, if something, if he doesn't turn on, then I know it's something that I did then, and not that it was an existing problem from before. All right, so it's just 4 screws on the top. This comes out. I am guessing on what to do, because they didn't, I don't think they showed this part of it. I love tools. I have a problem about buying tools. Wera, I'm going to use this for the manual stuff, and then my little electric one, and I love this because it locks. So you lift up the thingy, the locking nut, and it locks. Okay, what am I doing? Oh yeah, I need a flathead now. Which flathead should I use? This one. So my little tool pouch with all the tools needed to take apart any of my wheels fits in this little tiny pouch. And I like long tools, so I have them all in here, and they're just like this. But I mean, it looks like a hot mess, but that's what makes it super compact to fit in here. Otherwise, you know, it's super huge. And then I can just look around to see what I need, and how it's held together is by magnet. I have some super strong neodymium magnets in here holding it, and also that also doubles as if I drop a screw, I can put my magnet at the tip of any one of these and go reach it. All right, so we have these 4 to take out. I would assume, because I'm not seeing any motherboardy type thingies yet. Ooh, I know what I forgot. I forgot to grab a little screw holder, and I just use an old makeup container for that. Pop the screws in there. The other screws I didn't actually take out. They're still left in the top over there still. Do I need to take that off? Nope, but I need to pop you up. Ooh, that one was super loose. Why are you super loose? Oh my goodness. Wait, who are you? Alright, this is my Street Master. This top piece off. You're so dirty. I need to clean you. Take this foam off. Can you guys see what I'm doing? Well, this is still like, oh! I dropped the little silicone piece. This little silicone ring that sits on top of these charge ports. And I'm sticking metal right in here. I shouldn't do that, right? Let's see. Okay, so this is all exposed. Interesting. I think maybe my thermal mat is going to be good. I don't know. All right, let's, what do I need to do? I need to pull out the main power. I think I'm going to need to pull, what do I need to pull out? No, just the main. Okay, so I'm going to pull the main power, which is here in the center. Do you guys want to see this? You guys don't need to see this, do you? Let's see. Let's get you closer. I'm making it as if I know what I'm doing. And I want to be very clear to you guys. I absolutely have no clue what I'm doing. How's this? Is that good? All right. So, I think that's the main power boardy thing. And then these ones are to each individual battery, and what I'm concerned about is the thermal mat underneath this thing. And here's a display. Okay, so I'm trying to just familiarize myself with everything. So I'm gonna pull out, oop, you can't see. This one, wiggle, wiggle. Okay, so you are out. These little silicone thingies go over here, and they always want to pop out. Okay, so you are out now. We have to turn the power on. And then you saw it turned on and then it shut off immediately. I'll push the power a few times, and that means that all the power is now drained from the system. Do I need to unplug the battery? No, just as long as I have this one unplugged. So it looks like I just need to take out these 4 screws and unplug this display thingy. All right, this is display thingy. Let's pop you out. Come on, display thingy. Come out. Wiggle. There we go. Display thingy is off. And let's find the right tool for this. All right, so that'll be this one. And now we shall go, should we go manual? All right, let's go manual. Oh my gosh, I'm already really over going manual. Doesn't matter, does it? Can I like, I don't know, I'm just trying to be careful. Ooh, look how long that is. I just heard it come out of my mouth and that sounded bad. Just ignore it. All right, this one. Oh yeah, I'm definitely over the manual thing. And the screws are super long, so I don't think I'm gonna lose them. I just didn't want, I don't know. It seems like I'm doing something delicate. So I wrench on my own motorcycles, and I can actually go all the way down to valve adjustments, sync the carbs like that on my motorcycles, but I don't do electrical, and this to me is electrical. It looks like there's a washer left in there. How many washers are on here? So let's be mindful of that. Okay, what comes out now? Oh wow, this whole thing just that's right off. All right, so, oh my gosh, let's put you somewhere safe so I don't step on you. All right, now what do I have to do? Ooh, let's see. What is this? This was to the display. What is this thing? I don't know. Capacitors! What? Okay, can you just come out? Oh, why does... Oh, okay. What is this? I don't know. It's in there so good. It feels like it's really in there. And I can see thermal paste has come out of some edges, just not all edges. I wonder if I should stick something in there and pry it. Oh my gosh. Why do we not know these things? All right, let's pry. Let's stick something metal into here and pry this board up. Is this really done? Oh, yeah, it's not coming. I'm doing a very gentle little... It is not coming up, you guys. All right. This is a total fail. It's like... Oh my gosh. Okay, so push it. Push it to the side. All right, I pushed it to the side and then the whole thing like moved. All right. What do I touch? I don't want to touch it. All right. Let's very carefully lift this up. Should I unplug something? It seems like they had everything unplugged. There's two little thingies over here that's plugged in. This is the main power thingy. These are the capacitors. Oh, I got it. Seems like they had everything unplugged, but I don't know. I'd rather not unplug things if I can get away with it, because I'm not going to know how to plug it back in. Okay, this one here is holding this down, and this goes to the tail light. I know that because I had to do that before. All right, so let's undo the tail light at least, and that'll free things up. Is there a little tab I need to be pushing before I pull? Nope. All right, there we go. So this one is to my tail light, and now I can lift it up further. And oh yeah, I have an air gap. All right, so I guess this is good. Should I... These other things, I don't know. Can I just bend you this way? Yeah, that works. Okay, that's all we need to do. So, what... Here, let me see. How can I do this? Right now it's being held by this battery cable, which is very strong, so it's fine. And then I shall show you what's going on here. Hold on one sec. All right, so what is going on is when I took this off, then you see how you can tell the different colors, and then this big thing in the center is pretty much an air gap where it wasn't in contact with the thermal mat. And the thermal mat is here. And my thermal mat isn't that bad. So what he had seen in other ones is that the thermal mat, come on, focus, there we go. They screw, where's my finger? They screw in these 4 screws so tight that they squeeze it in on the 4 corners, and then it leaves the center untouched. So even here, you can see where it was touching here, it was touching here, it was touching here, touching here, because that's where it was screwed in. But then what happens is when you tighten only the corners and not the center, that center concaves up, if that's the right word, and it creates this air gap in the center. So you can see by the markings there, that big air gap in the center where there's no contact. So, I mean, the whole point is for, the whole point is that the heat sink, which is those rigidy things under here, so the heat sink, this should have direct contact to the metal battery case, to the heat sink below, and that is how we dissipate heat. And it's not necessarily something like, you know, if you're noticing an overheat issue with your wheel, because the individual little components can overheat super quick on their own and then cause a failure. So it does look like mine has a problem here. So let's see, I'm gonna take a picture of this. Plus, it's not that great to see these air bubbles in here as well. You see all these air bubbles in the center. So you're not supposed to have any of that. You're supposed to have one clean, what's it called? It should be even surface. Dang it. Consistent. No, that's not. Okay, hold on. All right, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take a flat blade. I can't find my other flat blade, and I'm just going to remove this thermal mat. So, so the mat is thin and it's flat and it's already pre-shaped. And then the paste is obviously a paste. So in order to get a consistent, oh God, uniform, finally, a consistent uniform surface, then it is best to squeeze. Are you guys able to see this? Sorry. It's best to squeeze and have it come out the sides. When you have something that is already pre-flat, then you have a problem because it might not actually be flat. You know what I'm talking about. You gotta like squeeze it. So that's why we're saying that the paste is better. Okay, I kind of messed up at the end there because I was there. That is the thermal mat. And mine wasn't that bad because they didn't totally squeeze out all the holes. But you see what I mean? It's like when you put this down, then you have a problem with those air pockets that we saw already. And then you have a problem with it not being completely in contact because it's that. Okay. I'm so proud of myself that I got that all out in one piece. Well, kind of. I still have a few little pieces here and there that I need to clean up. But see, now it looks like that. All nice and clean. I just got to get this little bit out. There we go. All right. That is out. And then I got to clean the metal tray. So, oh, you guys can't see. It's fine. Tell you what I'm doing. I'm just taking my blade and I'm just scraping off the excess little bits that was around the screw holes, because that's where they screwed it in super tight. So I guess some people's it was screwed in so tight that there wasn't any more thermal. They actually squished all the thermal mat out from around the screws, and then the center was totally bubbled up. All right, so now you'll have to take my word for it because I don't want to move my camera and prove it to you. But my metal battery tray is clean. Oh, there, you can kind of see it under here. Look under here. So this is clean, and this is now a nice clean surface. There's my Vena White. All right, so now I'm going to take my thermal grease. I have a tub because I'm like, anyways, I have two Masters and an EX30 that I'm going to be doing this too. So I have a tub. If this is making you guys cringe, I'm super sorry, but all right, let's see. This is non-electrical conductive thermal paste, and I was told that it might not have to be the like best thermal paste in the world because it's just for this thingy. So, all right, now here is the big thing. Big controversy. So, well, first this part shouldn't. Ooh, look, thermal paste. It came with this little spatula too. So Roger, I saw in his video, he spread this out. He spread it out with the blade, but I'm just going to spread it out with my little baby spatula, which I can already tell you kind of sucks to do it this way. So the blade is probably better, but I am like, I really don't want to touch this stuff. Oh my gosh, I suck so bad. When Roger was doing this in his video, it looked so much easier. Oh, so the controversy is, did you know that there is huge controversy on what is the best method of applying thermal paste? So usually thermal paste, well, maybe not usually, but a lot of the application for thermal paste is like in computer systems, right? So it's just one little tiny microchip surface, or whatever that thingy is called, the little chip. And it's not like a huge surface like this. Get another dollop over here. But, you know, so then they have like all these different methods, like the dot, the line, the big line, the little line, and the X, and I don't know, there's all these different ones, and there's all these different videos about which is the best way to do it. So I was watching those, and I'm an overthinker, and it was not a good combination. But what I gathered is that you want it to ooze out, and that would require having it be thicker in the center than on the edges. All right, so that's a good application, I think. Everything will get oozed and smoothed out, and you don't want two things meshing because that is how you trap air pockets. Now to apply it to this thing over here. So what Roger did was what did he call it? I think he called it like a hot dog or something. I don't know. And he uses a syringe one. I don't know how far from the edge he started. Oh, this is not looking... Did he call it a hot dog? I don't know. I don't know how much to use. But too little is not going to be good. I'm going to just put a whole bunch in here. You know what I forgot to get? I forgot to get some Q-tips so that I can clean off the excess. I'm using a bunch. Oh my gosh, you guys. Oh no, this is too much. Is it? This is not a hot dog anymore. This is It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. All right. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. All right. So, oh, here, let me show you what I did. Let's pull this out. Oh my goodness. Okay, fine. I'll just try this way. Can you see what I did? Well, okay, the point is, I think the theory is that it just needs to be thick in the middle, and it needs to have somewhat uniformy shape, and it just needs to be so that it will ooze out the edges. I'm defending myself here. All right. Let's reposition this camera. Oh my gosh, you guys. All right. So now, you know what? I am fully prepared to take this all off, clean it all off, and do it again if I must. So I'm trying to be very careful. Okay. Okay, it's going down. It's going down. How does it go? Go down like this? Oh! Oh, I cut it all over my finger! Ew, ew, ew. Let me feel it. Oh, it's not that bad. Okay, never mind. Okay, I don't have to panic. I don't like grease, but this isn't bad. Oh, and it doesn't smell that bad. Okay, I'm fine. I have sensory issues. All right, so we're going to smush it around. I can feel it smushing. And then we're gonna push down evenly. All right, you wanna get closer? Come here, get closer. Let's see. And what we want to look for is it oozing out of the edges. All right, can you guys see? All right, let's do this together. Smush down and hold this pressure. I want to smush something in the center. Can I touch something? This has silicone in it. This, I don't know what that thing is, but it has silicone on it, so I should be able to touch that. And we're looking, oh, I see some coming out. Okay. I see some coming out right there. And on this side too. Oh, there's a lot coming out on this side. Okay. All right, that corner has some coming out. That corner is good. Oh, it's coming out over here. All right. So at least I know that the whole center over here is like really good. Now my problem is I have a ton over here. I wonder if I can clean this up a little bit. Let me see. Let me clean off my spatula. Oh my gosh. Ooh, look at this. This is like a game of doctor. All right. So we just don't need huge globbies of thermal paste just sitting in there doing nothing, right? Okay, I'm not gonna be able to get that. Oh my gosh, I'm so good. Try not to touch the motherboard. Try not to make a mess. All right, do I have a mess? No, I do not. now we're done. We just have to put it all back together again. All right, where did I put my thingies? Oh no, we have to put something on top first. All right, let's see, how did this go? This was my display. This, oops. All right, you don't have to be super close up right now anymore. All right, how's that? This one was to the wire runs to the back, so that is to my tail light. I'm gonna go ahead and run him back under this battery thingy. Oh, I have thermal paste on my hand. Okay, let's wipe that off. So this one is gonna plug into here on this side. How did this go? This way or this way? Let's try this way. There we go. All right, so that tail light is in. Tail light is in. This was just squished down, and this is all okay. So now I can put the display back on, which is this. How did this go? Oh my gosh. So I'm really good at taking things apart, and then I never remember how they go back together again. So I think this was just sitting, okay, under, this cable is in the way. Okay, this cable, you help hold him once I get into position over here. All right, and then that plugs into there. Okay, now I'm ready for the screws. These were the 4 long screws. One there. One over here. Where's the hole? One over here and one over here. All right, now we have to find the holes down below. For this, let's go manual. And where's my other bit? Uh-oh. I lost my bit. Where did I put my bit? Bubbles? Did you take my bit? Oh, it's under here. Alright. There's one going in. And when I screw just a little ways, and I go all the way around, and then come back and screw them in more all the way around to do the even pressure thing. So as I'm doing this, I am seeing more thermal paste getting squeezed out, and now I have something here that I can press down, or maybe not. Press down on the center a little bit so that we make sure that our center has good coverage and it's not just the edges, but I can definitely see the thermal paste like squeezing out. All right, so how tight should this be? That is where I'm starting to feel some resistance. There's resistance. There's resistance. Okay. Now we're going to tighten. Okay, so that was stopped. And actually, if I line it up to where the silicone dots were on here, I know how tight they had it. So they didn't have it super tight. But I don't want any play. All right, so I'm not going to torque it. I'm just going to turn until it feels like firm. So that feels firm. That feels firm. Firm and not backing out. And I have a lot, my thermal paste is coming out all the way around to the edges. So I am feeling good about that, except that I have a lot of thermal paste over here. So I am going to get more out. Ooh. Well, now I know, this is my first time. Now I know that I don't need that much thermal paste. I mean, I tend to overdo everything. Just like go to the extremes. Go straight to the extremes. That's what I do. All right, so you guys can benefit from my little experiment here. You guys now know that you don't need that much thermal paste. Oh my gosh. I need to back out this way. Ooh, this is totally a game of Doctor. Or whatever that game is. I never played that board game. But, oh, actually I did play it once. This way, get this little spatula is actually pretty handy. All right, now this side. This little spatula is doing really well, actually. Because it's a good thing that the thermal paste is so gooey and sticky that you just need to grab a little bit of it onto the spatula and it'll lift. It'll all lift out. Oh my gosh. Everyone's like, why you put so much thermal paste in? It's like, well, you guys heard my logic. All I know is that the best contact is if it squeezes out the center. So I just want to make sure that it had enough to squeeze out the center. And it did. All right, then I want to make sure that we don't have so much excess that I have to worry about it doing anything in here. And it doesn't look like I do. It's just a thin film right now in there. This is all in. Plug the display back in, which is this itty bitty guy over here. I think. I don't know. And then my main power can go back in. And then we test and see if my wheel still turns on. Still turns on, it's balancing, the wheel's spinning. It can go super fast. That's looking good. And turn off. All right, so I didn't break anything, at least. That's always a plus. Make sure that these guys are resting in here properly. And now what? Ooh, do I want to clean anything while I'm here? Look at anything? No, everything looks good. I got my little silicone gaskets around there. So now the foam piece goes on first. And then this one goes on the cover thingy. And then the flathead thumb screwy thingies go on to here. So put one screw in, go to the opposite corner, put that one in, then it is not in. Then another opposite corner. And these ones are supposed to just be hand tight, so you don't crack that thin plastic display cover. But I always use the help of tools anyways. Why is it so tight? I think it's because I'm probably pinching the foam in there. Just make sure that I'm not pinching my cables. All right, so let's put you guys in. Whoops, that sounded like it was too tight. Get a little carried away sometimes. And tight. Oh, that's fine. That is not even tight. That's definitely hand tight. That's definitely hand tight. Okay, these are all definitely hand tight. A little bit more so. Alright, then I get this over here. Alright, hold on. Alright, so we're just putting this top cover back on. I lost my drill bitty thing again. Why do I keep, oh, it's on this one. That's all. Alright. So let's change this out. Okay. Hey guys, I think this is my first video like this. I think that's good. You know, like working on the wheel video. Haven't done one of those before. Alright, so that's good. Charge, oh. Check my charge. Yes, my charge port is accessible and fine. Push that back in. All right, let's see. Check again that the wheel turns on. Super fast! And everything looks good. Okay, let's stop. There we go. So now I have a second master to do. I'm going to go ahead and take that all apart, and then I will show you the insides of that one so that we can see. So I'm doing this to do the thermal mat thing, but also because I'm curious how widespread of an issue this seems to be. It seems to be that in Motion and Kingsong, they are their design of the heat transfer from the motherboard out is really good. They have a lot of screws holding it from the center. So that's one of the things. They only have the screws on the four corners. If they had another screw in the center, that, you know, would be great. That would have solved the whole thing and make it so that the center's not bumping, air bubbling up like that, right? A screw in the center. But other ones have, like, I don't know, like screws on each FET, and I don't know, Roger was saying all this like technical stuff on how those ones are better designed. And then I think the V1 of the Masters was like a better design, and then these newer ones are like really bad. So I think this one's a V3. I just got it from Evie's at their big sale. And then this one is a V2 or V3. So I'm curious, so I'm going to take him apart and do him as well. But I won't show you the whole thing. I'll just skip ahead to just the part where we're looking at that air gap, okay? All right, be back. I should be able to do this faster, and I wanted to talk to you guys about who should be doing this. It seems to be a Bugatti wheel issue, and well, first off, how did this all come about? Roger found this issue when one of his masters all of a sudden died on him. It just did a S22 death, and no idea why. So he took his apart, and I guess he was checking it out or something, and then he discovered this problem. So that's how it came about. Roger found the problem. That's why I am going to be calling this the Roger's thermal mat fix. And then Josh Morgan also burnt out his Master Pro and doing hill climbs. And so they were fixing that and they checked that, and that one also had the same issue with the thermal mat not contacting. So of course we know that correlation does not equal causation, and we can't be 100% sure that this is a cause of overheat issues, but we do know how this is supposed to work, right? The motherboard is supposed to have complete uniform connection to the metal motherboard case tray, and that is supposed to have a connection to the, oh yay, I took it off without the silicone thingies coming off, and that's supposed to have connection to the heat sink below. Otherwise the heat sink is not able to do its job. So, oh, I didn't turn it on again. We're supposed to test first. All right, let's test. He's on, he's good, and he would be spinning. All right, you are good. Now we unplug the main power source, or I don't know what you call this thing, you know, the main power thing, and it's so tight. A little wiggle, there. And I keep losing my silicone. Ah, the other one wants to pop out too. I hate these little things. Talking about that. Always want to pop out, so you gotta keep an eye on those. Take off the little display thingy over here. Display cable thingy. Switch our bits. So Josh's Master Pro that burnt out also had this issue. Someone else's that burnt out also had this issue that Roger has seen personally now, and he may have seen more, but that's what I know right now. So the recommendation is to do this and do it for. And I don't think anyone has checked the EX30 yet, but Marty has the EX30 right now, and I think Roger's going to check that on the EX30 because there have been some reports about the EX30 already blowing out some stuff. Oh my gosh, this is so dirty. Oh my gosh, this is so dirty in here. Do I have a thingy? My Street Master, who is newer, was not dirty in here, but this is my Dirt Master, and it is dirty in here. So, hold please. No. Lacey, Lacey knows the sound of vacuums and stuff and has come to save me in case I needed assistance. You checking on me, girl? Hmm? Okay, hold on. Thermal paste is over here. Don't touch thermal. Are you gonna say hi? Look at the camera. Say hi. Lacey, girl! Okay, go. Go, 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 go. No, 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 no. No, no lovins right now, okay? Okay. Mama's gotta work. Alright, go, 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 go. No, no, no. No. Lacey, go. Go. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Alright. And then I unplug the taillight cable, and then I gave it a little shove to the back, holding on to the corners, and just shoved it to the back, and that releases it. And then we lift up and see what we got. And we have the exact same thing. This one's a little bit, I don't know. I'll grab the camera and show you guys. Just get this. Okay, right there. Hold on. All right, so once again on the tray, it looks like there was contact here. Contact. And these smooshed out, right? Because they screw it in tight, and you can see the corresponding smoosh out areas over there. And then you see all these air bubbles down the center, and you can see the contact here, 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 and here. And then, I'm not sure, maybe this air bubble actually contacted over there because it was bubbled out. I don't know. Air bubbles are supposed to be bad. We've got a bunch over here. So same thing. We're going to scrape all this off, clean off those, apply thermal paste down the center. I'm just going to do the same thing that I did before, just not quite so much of it. And then butter spread this evenly all the way through, evenly as I can. All right, so flat blade thingy. There's another kind that is better than this kind, but you know, the one that's like completely rectangle, but I don't know where mine is, and I don't want to go searching for it, so this one shall do. But okay, so we talked about how Roger found the problem and figured out the fix. And then we were having a chat about this in our Telegram group about, you know, should everyone with a Master Pro EX30 be doing this, checking this? Because this isn't exactly, you know, something that most people want to do. They don't want to be taking their motherboard apart. See how nice that came out? And this is all nice and clean now, so that is really quick and easy to do. Same like this. I'm just scraping this off. It's kind of like Play-Doh, I guess, if you treat it delicately. But so should everyone be doing this? And now Marty's stance on it is he tries to avoid taking apart wheels unless he absolutely has to. And if it is working, if there's not an actual problem, you're not seeing the wheel overheating and stuff like that, then don't mess with it, you know? Like, why if it ain't broke, don't fix. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Is that the same? Something like that, right? But for me, I say an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. And if the risk is that your motherboard can blow out all of a sudden, like it did for Roger right before our Fullerton ride, or, you know, I mean, thankfully, when it did that to him, he was still at low speeds, But still, I mean, he still got hurt. He still like fell, and that really sucks. Um, so, yeah, I think that the risk is definitely large enough to where, I mean, you can see how easy this is to do. I mean, I'm just a girl that's never even done this before, so if I can do it, anybody can do it. But it's just, yeah, I think as a good preventative. And then people probably say stuff like, oh, once again, shit the goat quality, right? And quality control, quality whatever. And to that I say, yep. Is anybody surprised? But I do believe that Roger did let them know that this was an issue, and I do believe he said that they're going to fix it. I mean, they have to, because otherwise they're going to be losing out on a lot of money trying to do warranty thingies of people's burnt motherboards, right? So it's only in their best interest to fix this problem. All right, so I have a nice spread up here. I'm gonna pack the center with a little more goo than the edges. Make sure we got a good spread. I know, I said I wasn't gonna use too much, but it's super hard for me not to use too much of stuff. And then I'm going to do my modified Roger hot dog method. Oh, bless you, Bubbles. Bubbles just sneezed. I hope that got captured on my audio because that was the most adorable little sneeze ever. Bubbles is a 4-pound rescue Chihuahua. And unlike any other Chihuahuas I've ever seen or met or anything, he is super loving to everybody. Not so fond of like other dogs or animals, but he loves all people. Alright, so I got my modified Roger hot dog there, and I'm taking a little bit off as I'm trying to estimate how much is going to actually ooze out. Okay, I think this is good. I think we'll see if I have gotten better at estimating how much grease I actually need. I'm going to cover this up because Bubbles is running around into things over here. So now I'm going to put this back on. So the first time I did it, you guys saw me do it live for the first time that I had ever been doing it. So of course I'm going to do it all slow and careful because I also have ADD, and I know that I get distracted and I'm not going to remember how to put it back together again. So I just really want to make sure. I'm going to stand up so I can put some nice even pressure on here. So yeah, I just want to make sure that I am paying attention to what I'm doing. I am waiting for it to ooze out. Is anything oozing yet? Okay, it's oozing on this side, but not here on this. Oh, here we go. I see oozings out on this side, on this side. All right, we've got oozings out. Now we put on this thing. Move the cables out of the way. So yeah, you know, if we know how it's supposed to work, and we know that right now there is a flaw in their application of the thermal thingy and that the thermal mat is not doing its job as it should, then why wouldn't? Alright, so the only things that we are unplugging is the main power thing, the display cable, and then the taillight cable, and then the 4 screws. 4 screws that hold these thingies on, and then the display board and the motherboard, and then the checking on my thermal paste. I did much better with the thermal paste. I did not overdo it so much this time. All right, now I gotta find this hole. There it is. All right, so here's one. Two. This one's tight for some reason. And I'm just making it tight enough to where I feel comfortable that it's not going to back out. Keep going around and checking. I do have enough thermal paste oozing out that I do want to clean that up a little bit. But it's definitely not like the first time. And now I have a technique. That was still quite a bit, you guys. But that's from this edge, as close to this edge, all the way over to this edge. Like, I'm having a nice, good, consistent, uniform, I keep forgetting that word, uniform squeeze out of the thermal paste. So I am happy about that. Okay, is there anything else we need to talk about? I think that is it. But since you guys have hung around for this long, you might as well hang out with me a little bit longer and wait and see if my wheel actually turns back on again. So I think this time will give you a better feel for how long this little fix takes to do. And remember, I had to take a little break because I had to go find my thingy to blow out the dust that was in here, because this was dirty in here. So when you do it, you might want to have air compressor or something on hand so that you can blow out your motherboard if it's super dirty in there. All right, this is good. I have good thermal paste oozings. Those are all plugged in. If you do use an air compressor and the air compressor has had air inside the tank for a long time, there could be condensation buildup, so you might want to make sure that you spray out the water, or unless you have one of those condensation moisture filters on your air compressor thingy line so that it doesn't blow water onto your motherboard. You know what I mean? Alright, so now I need to plug in my main power. Are you in? Feels like that was way too easy for you to be in already. I think you are. Alright, you are in. We'll test it. Turns on. Yep. Wheel will spin. Good. Turn off. Feel good. Oh, did I check my taillight? Yep, taillight is good. Alright, what else? Then we put the phone back on. My silicone thingy. Okay, these little silicone thingies, the best thing to do is to just take them off and put them somewhere safe while you're working, because they tend to keep wanting to pop back out again, and it's super annoying. I know, I just don't do it because I'm lazy and I'd rather just sit there and keep yelling at them. Alright, this is on. And then my screws. Look, we're pretty much done. Like, that was super easy. And my wheel still works, so I am calling this a win. So for it to be that quick and easy and simple to do, and the alternative is to have a blown motherboard and a dead wheel and possibly danger if it does that while you're riding it, then I definitely think it's worth doing. So I should be getting my EX30 soon. Millie from The Goat says that she is going to contact Alien Rides and see if they wouldn't mind shipping me my wheel to me ASAP, and so I should be getting that soon. And when I do, as much as I don't like to take apart a brand new wheel, I guess I shall have to. And I have a ton of thermal paste still left over. Oh, did I tell you about the part where Roger said that he prefers the ones in the syringe? And I'm just doing the tub because I have, like, you know, a lot to do, and I thought I would need it, and I don't know, it just seemed easier to just buy a tub than to buy a lot of individual syringes and all that. And when you're choosing your thermal paste, I don't think, well, Roger said that it doesn't really matter. It doesn't have to be like the super best one that you would want to use in your super expensive gaming computer sort of thing. We're just looking for the thermal conductivity of the paste, and that's it. So the minor differences between just your standard thermal paste and the kind that you would use on a super expensive gaming machine is not that critical here. Come on, why aren't you going in? All right, I'm calling it done. Let's check to see if it works. Oops, get off the stand. Yay! I did not kill my wheel. That's always a plus. Let's put you away. All right. There. So, everybody's all lined up pretty. We've got Dirt Master, Street Master, Sherman Max, who is gonna go bye-bye soon, EX30 on the way, and MCM5 in the garage, and M103 in the trunk of my car where he usually is, so he's ready to go whenever I am bored and need something quick and easy to do. Ride. Anyways, thanks for joining me today. I hope that this was helpful and it wasn't too boring, and thanks for joining me on my first, like, take apart the wheel video. Bobbles says thanks for joining us. Say hi, Bobbles. He has hydrocephalus, so he's a little confused and stuff, but he still knows he loves Mama, huh? Mwah! Yes. All right, so what was I saying? Oh, I was saying bye. I know, I'm the worst at saying byes. But anyways, thank you so much for joining, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.